My name's Mary Havey. I've been here since 2004. That's a long time ago. How did I happen to come here? Oh my goodness, I had a husband, my sweet Todd, almost 10 years older than I was, and he was beginning to show an awful lot of signs of dementia. And somebody said, Mary, have you ever heard of Prairie Homestead? No, I hadn't heard of Prairie Homestead. She said, I live there, and she said, I think you need to come and check it out. Well, long story short, we came down here and checked it out and moved in. We sold our house really fast, and we had to go into a temporary apartment, which meant one more move. But we came in 2004. My husband was diagnosed with Alzheimer's the next year. And that was the beginning of our journey here. We came here because we knew that we needed help. I have no family anywhere near Wichita, Kansas. We needed a faith base because we are faith-based. We wanted a place that was going to help us along our journey. We knew we needed help, and that's how we ended up here. Long story short, Todd passed away. That was in 2004. Todd passed away in 2011. An Alzheimer's journey, and I'm still here. I've had many opportunities to leave. Why would I want to leave home? And this had become home. The family of residents, the family of staff are just that. They're family. And that was lacking in my life. This place is where I want to be. You can be as active as you want to be. At that point, I was still working part-time when I came here. I had to be busy. I'm a busy person. I'm a caregiving person. I like to be doing things. I like to be helping people. And everybody around me seemed to be in that same boat of just, they're all caregivers. I can't say all of them. 99% of the people around here, residents or staff, are caregivers. I found my niche at the gift shop. We have a wonderful gift shop. No, we don't go out and buy things to bring into the shop. The shop is, everybody here is downsizing, and we have treasures of all of our residents who are downsizing things, and we have fun. I worked in there for many years. Loved the people. That was my communication. When I went home to my apartment, I was quiet, but here was my communication. Oh golly, so many stories. And a minute ago, I was still working part-time when Todd and I came here in 2004. But that ended. I got a little bit older. I didn't want to go to work anymore. And anything I needed, whether I was living in my independent apartment, and I can say apartments because life changes and you do once in a while grow from one apartment to another. I began in an independent twin home. And we had a garden. We did everything that we did before we ever came here. But then we grew into an apartment, and now I'm in assisted living. My doctor asked me one day, she says, Mary, you've been in assisted living now 2 or 3 months. How would you describe yourself? And I sat there for a second, and finally I said, you know, the word content is the only thing I can think of. And she sort of straightened up in her chair and she said, content? She says, I haven't heard that word in years. And I said, I haven't thought that word in years, but I'm content. That's the only word that I can use that describes how I feel now that I'm in an assisted living building. Whatever my need is, whether I stub my little tiny toe, which I did, and have weeks and weeks and weeks of people checking on it, they care about me. I'm important to them. They think that any little need that I have, I should voice. They also respect me enough that if they have a question about something that happened maybe 15, 20 years ago, they ask me. I feel as though I'm an important part of the community here, and content is the word that I have to say. Fits me to a T where I am right now. 21 years coming up in September. I'm not going anywhere else. This is where I want to be.